Hi everybody, welcome to your Yogafinity online class. I'm going to be delivering a immunity balancing flow for you now. So beginning with resonance breathing, lengthening our exhales to find calm through the nervous system. Aligning the pelvis, as when the pelvis is aligned and the spine is neutral, we're able to breathe more freely. Opening the chest, opening the shoulders, finding freedom through movement. So we're going to begin today by lying on our backs. So if you'd like to edge your feet towards the front of the mat, bottom towards the heels, take a light touch at the back of the thighs, chin to chest, and roll down slowly. So coming to lie down, finding constructive rest. So soles of the feet as wide as feels comfortable. Allow the knees to fold in. We're going to rest one palm to the belly, one palm to the centre of the chest. And from here, just soften the muscles of the face. So relax the temples, the eyelids and the jaw. Begin with softness in the belly. And begin to tune in to your inhale and your exhale. So breathing through the nose, feeling the belly rise up as you inhale. And exhale, the belly sinks back towards the spine. And consciously deepening your breathing now. So I will guide you through a count of 4 on your inhalation, and a count down from 4 and then from 5 on your exhalation. Each time you inhale, filling the belly, expanding into the ribs, lifting the breath up into the chest. And as you exhale, let that breath flow and release all the way down, the belly sinking back to the spine last of all. So breathing in now for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 4, 3, 2, 1. Full breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Full breath out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathing in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhaling 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4. Releasing down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And just let your breathing come back to normal now. Absorbing the effects of that resonance breathing. Perhaps feeling a little calmer. The mind a little quieter. And softly blinking the eyes open. As you breathe in this time, stretch out the body. So reaching from fingertips all the way down to toes. Back of the head flat to the mat. And as you exhale, sweep the arms down by the sides of the body. Gently guide the knees in towards the chest. Wrap the arms around the shins and gently rock. Ease out the lower back here. Coming back to centre, taking the hands down by the side of the body and returning the soles of the feet to the mat. So just settling in through the spine, hips and feet around parallel here. Breathing in. As you exhale, just sway the knees to the right. Come through centre. Exhale, sway knees to the left. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. And this time, as you exhale, the knees to the right. Roll the head to the left. And roll the head to the right. So just taking this easy, fluid sway. Loosening the lower back. And the heels may lift here. That's fine. Come back to centre. Guide knees to chest and rest the hands to the tops of the knees. Draw the knees further in, and then with the big toes touching, take the knees out wide. Draw the knees away from you, straighten the arms. Inhale, circle in. Exhale, open the hips, navel to spine. Inhale, circle in. Exhale, circle out. Inhale, come in. This time, take the knees away, straighten the arms, keep the big toes touching, open the knees. Guide the knees in. Exhale, move them away, navel to spine. Circle the hips and move in. Take 2 more of these hip circles here. And then take the knees together. We're going to slide the left leg the full length of the mat here. And we're going to flex the foot. So active with the left foot, toes up towards the ceiling. Hug the right knee in towards the chest. So really hug in here as you drive down through that left heel. Relax the shoulders and you're on the very back of the head here. Breathe in. As you exhale, hug knee to chest, lift and hover the left heel down. So the left heel is just hovering a couple of inches or so and you're hugging that right knee to chest. Inhale to release. Relax the feet. Active feet once again. Hug the knee in. Breathe in. Exhale, lift and hover the left heel. Navel draws into the spine here. Inhale to relax back down. One more. Active feet. Hug the knee in. Exhale to hover the heel. And as you draw that right knee to chest, this time remove the hands. Keep squeezing the knee in, hovering the left heel. Working into the psoas muscle, now the hip flexor. And release. Slide the right leg long. Guide the left knee in towards the chest. Active feet. Interlace fingers over the shin. Relax the shoulders, you're on the back of the head. Breathe in, hug knee to chest. Breathe out, lift the right heel and hover. So pressing the mat down, the back down into the mat and squeezing knee to chest. Inhale, release. Active feet, hug knee in, lift and hover the right heel. And release. One more. Active feet, hug knee to chest. Exhale, lift and hover the right heel. Keep squeezing that knee in. This time remove the hands. Squeezing and holding. And release. Knees into the chest. And then we're going to lift the legs up. So if you have enough flexibility here, the legs can be near enough straight. Soles of the feet towards the ceiling. Or just take an easy bend at the back of the legs there. Interlace the fingers at the back of the neck. And then bring the elbows in. Lift up here. So we're lifting both elbows. The shoulders are away from the mat. We're drawing navel to spine. And then we're going to lower the left leg. Hovering the heel. Open the throat. Inhale. Coming back together. Exhale. Lower the right leg. Hover the heel. And inhale. Return together. Exhale. Lowering with control. Hovering the heel. Keep those elbows reaching up. Inhaling up. Exhale to scissor the legs. Inhale, they meet. Exhale. And the legs join. Scissoring on your exhalation. Keep lifting the shoulders away from the mat. Feeling this in the abdominals now as you scissor the legs. We'll take one more here. And relax. Hands to belly, soles of the feet to mat. Take a deep breath into the abdominals. And exhale. Let's take one more, drawing all that air into the lungs. Breathing in. And breathing out. From here, we'll guide the knees to chest. Reach an arm overhead. Then we're going to roll onto our side. So we're coming up as ever mindfully. So we're supporting the weight of the head on the upper arm, taking the palm in front of the chest, extending the top leg. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, let the head be heavy, limber up so the body stays soft. Come up gradually, readjusting. From here, we're going to take a kneeling position. So moving now for what we call circle of joy. So feeling grounded here, creating that lovely length in the spine, relaxing the shoulders. We'll take the hands to the heart center. So just allow yourself a little smile here and that soft belly as you reconnect with your breathing. We'll take the knees a little wider if that's comfortable. You can tuck a block in here. If it's not comfortable on the knees in this position, alternatives are to sit with the legs crossed or just ease the legs out in front. So finding a position that works for you in your body, as ever, never forcing into pain or pushing beyond your body's limits. Hands to heart center. As you exhale, interlace the fingers, straighten the arms, really press the backs of the hands away and take the chin to the chest. So you're rounding the upper back, stretching across the shoulders. As you inhale, sit up tall, press the palms away, straighten the arms, reach palms to ceiling. Keep reaching, lengthen the waist, and then release the grip. Circle the arms all the way back, creating that circle of joy, and then return the hands to the heart center. Breathe in. Exhale, interlace the fingers, straighten the arms, chin down to the chest, stretch across the upper back. Inhale, sit up tall, press palms away, reach up, palms to ceiling. And then keep reaching and stretching all the way back. Bring the hands to the heart center. Breathe in. Exhale, chin down to chest, stretch, cross the shoulder blades here. And now inhale, press palms away, reach palms up, keep reaching, and this time take the arms all the way back. And if it's accessible to you, take the fingertips lightly behind you. Really open the chest here and open the throat by gazing up. So we're freeing the diaphragm now. We're feeling open and expanded, lifted, energized, and rounding slowly. From here, we're going to bring the knees together and take a gentle twist. So starting with that long spine, inhale, reach the arms up. Reach the fingertips, and as you exhale, bring the right arm in front, left arm behind. Fingertips maybe just dusting the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twisting round. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist. Make it a bit more fluid and increase the pace as you do this. So moving fluidly through these twists. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, twisting. Inhaling up. This time, open the elbows out wide. So feel here the chest opening, shoulders down, shoulder blades squeezing together, fingers spread, navel draws into the spine. Breathing in. Exhale, twisting round. Inhale through center. Exhale, twisting round. Make it a bit more fluid now. So just easing into that twist. Keep the chest open, elbows pressing back. And then come to the center once again. Touch the elbows, touch the wrists. And then overlap one elbow and allow the palms to meet. As you inhale, lift the elbows, draw navel to spine. And as you exhale, coming down in front here. So this may be enough here just to stretch across the upper back. Or you can lower down perhaps, bringing forearms to rest on the floor and then relax the head. So breathing, releasing here, stretching across the shoulders. And draw the navel in. Reach out to find those cactus arms once again. Breathe in, lift up. Exhale, twisting round. A little faster, a little more fluid. Chest remains open, elbows lifted, fingers spread, navel lightly drawn in. Once again, bring the elbows and the wrists to touch. Wrap the other elbow around this time, palms touch. Draw navel to spine, inhale, lift elbows. Light tuck of the chin to extend the back of the neck. As you exhale, come forward. Relax the head. Perhaps the forearms meet the floor, and then you can soften and release here. Draw navel to spine, glide up. We're coming straight round into our tabletop position. So tabletop, you're on all fours. Shoulders over wrists, hips over knees, and around hip width apart with the knees, and you're on the tops of the feet here. So try to avoid sagging and sinking into the wrists and into the shoulders. Press the mat away, lifting up into the shoulder blades, and then just allow the gaze to come forward slightly so you're active here in your tabletop. Let's tuck the toes under now. And from here, we're going to arch the back softly into our cow pose. So tilting pelvis, lowering the belly, softening the elbows. On your exhalation, tuck the tailbone under, start rounding the spine, press the mat away, chin to chest, really stretching across the shoulder blades. Then as you inhale, flow back to that arching cow pose. Exhale, tuck tailbone, navel to spine, press the mat away, chin to chest for cat. Inhale, arch to cow. Exhale, tuck and round the spine for cat. And this time come up onto the pads of the fingers. So you're pressing down through the pads of the fingers and the thumb, chin hugging to the chest, stretching out. All across the upper back there. And then from here, keep the hips stacked over the knees. Reach the arms forward parallel to each other for a puppy dog stretch. So we don't want to let go completely in the lower back. We want to keep a degree of tension through the back here. And then we can stretch under the armpits, relax the head. So reaching through for that puppy stretch. From here, thread the needle, glide the back of the left hand through, come down to rest on the left side of the shoulder and the head, wriggle the right arm forward, and then wriggle fingers to the left. Breathe and release into this stretch. Come back to your centered puppy dog stretch, reaching forward. And this time glide the back of the other hand through, coming down to the side of the shoulder and then extending the left arm, wriggling those fingers to the right, breathing and releasing. Gliding back to all fours. So, our next posture, a modified side plank. Come back to tabletop on the tops of the feet this time. We're going to keep that right shin down. We can move the right palm a little bit more in line with that knee. Extend the left leg and we're going to open the hips round here. So the shin of the right leg is about 45 degrees. We roll the hip open. Left hand to hip or reaching up with the fingertips. Firm the glute. From here, lift and hold. Draw the belly in. We'll take 5 lifts. You can relax the neck here if that's more comfortable. Keep pressing the mat away strongly through that wrist. Come back to hold. And for a stretch into the front of the thigh, reach back for the ankle, open the hip, open the chest, take the gaze down to the supporting arm and hand. Come back to all fours. Modified side plank on the other side. Pivot the left shin about 45 degrees. Move the left palm forward slightly. Reach right hand to hip, hips come forward, glute is firm. You can also reach this right arm up. More gentle for the neck to look down, or if you wish to extend, you can look up here. We're going to lift the right leg this time, so the glute is firm. I'm going to take 5 of these lifts. Breathing deeply. Last time. Maybe we'll reach back for the ankle here. Bring the hip through, firm the glute, look down at that supporting wrist. So we're stretching into the front of the thigh, the quad, opening the chest, and release. From all fours this time. Just ease out the wrists if they're feeling a little uncomfortable. We do put a lot of weight into the wrists in our yoga practice. So you can take some gentle movements here just to ease those out. And then come back to all fours. We're going to move to plank pose this time. So find an active tabletop and then step both feet back. Plank position. Find a form here with the knees lifted or here with the knees down. In both variations, you're connecting to your abdominals. So firming the thighs, firming the glutes. Just keep the chin slightly raised so the chest is reaching forward and the spine is in one long line. From plank, we'll roll through to that modified side plank or the stronger variation of heels overlapped or stacked. So I'll take the heels overlapped variation. So from our plank position, rolling round for side plank, your choice. Come back to the centre. Rolling round once again, side plank. Remember, you can always relax the neck. Come back to centre. Hold, find the form. Side plank. Straight line of the body. Back to centre. So stay strong through the wrist and the shoulders. You want that wrist stacked under the shoulder here. Hips up. Waist lifted, glutes firm. Come back to centre. You can take a child's pose here if you need to take a few moments, pause. Or hold that plank for a little longer if you want to challenge yourself. And then take the knees down. So I think it is time for a child's pose now. Bringing the bum towards the heels. You can slide that block or cushion if you need to. Take the knees out wide, big toes touch, reach forward with the arms. And then relax the forehead down. So take a few deep releasing breaths here. Ease out the wrists again, if that feels good. Then press into the palms, press into the fingers, make your child's pose active. Come back to all fours. We're going to tuck the toes under now. Wear that corset around the upper part of the body here. If you want to keep that straight, strong line of the body as you hug the elbows in now and lower down with control. You can hover here and then release down. So stretch out the legs. You're on the tops of the feet. Palms either side of the ribs. Draw the shoulder blades back and down. Press down into the hips, to the tops of the hips here. And as you inhale, firm the glutes, lift the chest for that low cobra. So working into the lower back now, strengthening. Exhale, return the forehead to the mat. Tuck the toes, lift the belly, press back up. Same again, lower down, bring chest forward, so heart between hands, come down with control, stretch out the legs. Tops of the feet, hug elbows to ribs, press down with the hips, inhale, lift up. Little tuck of the chin. And exhale, bend the knees, tuck toes, hug elbows in, press back up. Let's take one more. Come down with control. Stretch out the legs. Hug elbows in. Press down with the hips. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release to the mat. Press back up, all fours. We're going to take our plank position once again. So strong line in your plank. And from here, take the knees down first of all, or we're going to hinge up with a straight body to our downward facing dog. So sending those hips high. Press through the palms of the hands with those fingers spread. Keep the knees soft, reaching armpits to ankles, and the head, the neck is in line with the rest of the spine. Just ease through the feet. So pedaling, twisting, sending ankles and hips either side. Come back to stillness, stretch it out. Breathe deeply. And then walk feet towards the hands, soften the knees. Draw the belly in. Extend the arms. And then lift up with a flat back here. Keep the knees bent. Reaching the arms overhead. And exhale, the hands down to the heart center. Lovely. Okay, we're going to take a little walk now to the top of the mat. I'm just going to move my mat slightly so you can see me. And readjust my leggings as is usual practice. So coming to the top of the mat. On our inhalation, with the glutes firm, we're going to open the arms out wide, take the gaze up. On the exhalation, bend the knees, wrap the arms around our upper body. So we're holding on to alternate shoulders, taking chin to chest. As you inhale, reach, open here, open the chest. And exhale, opposite shoulders, chin down to chest. Inhale, open. Exhale, soften and hug in here. Come back to standing. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, chair pose. So start to come to sit in that imaginary chair. Weight back towards the heels. This is very strong in the arms, as it is for me, in the shoulders. You can bring the hands to the heart center. There's less fatiguing in the shoulders here. Otherwise, you're reaching the arms up. Lift the gaze slightly. If you look down, you'll go down. And then come onto the balls of the feet. Breathing deeply right into the ribs. Take the heels down, straighten the legs. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale. Come back to that imaginary chair. Bending the knees. Weight back to the heels. Lifting the chest. Rise up onto the balls of the feet. Hold and breathe. Heels lower down. Inhale, straighten the legs, reach up. One more. Exhale, come into chair pose, Utkatasana. Come onto the balls of the feet. Look up. Breathe deeply. Heels lower. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take the arms all the way down. Have a little shake out here. Chair pose is strong. Very strong in the quads. It's also called intense pose. It's very strong if you're raising the arms for the shoulder line. So we'll prepare now for our sun salutations, beginning with the hands to the heart center. Reconnecting with our breathing. Inhale, sweep the arms out, reaching up, palms touch. Exhale, hinge from the hips. So tilt the pelvis here, soft knees, long spine. Bring the palms all the way down to the earth. So bend the knees as much as you need to. Chest towards the thigh. Palms to earth, relax the head. As you inhale, glide the fingertips up to a comfortable resting point. So if the back is rounding here, bring the palms a little higher. Allowing yourself here to flatten the back, reach the chest and the crown of the head forward, shoulders down. Exhale, soften and fold, relax the head. Inhale, reach up. Firm the glutes. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep flowing. Inhale, reach up. Lengthen the belly. Exhale, folding forwards. Palms touch, relax the head. Keep flowing. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, folding once again. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Full sun salutation now. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold. Palms to earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, return the palms to the earth. Step back, plank position. Find the form in the plank before you lower down. Knees down, hug elbows in. Come down with control to the belly. Stretch out the legs. Tops of the feet here, hug elbows in. Press down with the hips, firm the glutes. Inhale, cobra pose. Exhale, forehead to mat. Tuck the toes under, press back up. And then we're going to reach the bottom back towards the heels. And then reach forward, pressing down into the pads of the fingers. Relax the head. Stretching out here. Palms down. Send the hips high, downward facing dog. Stretching the body out. Breathing deeply. Walk hands and feet together, fold. Inhale, come halfway. Exhale, fold and sweep all the way up. So for your backward bend in the upward salute, firm the glutes, reach palms together. Inhale, reach up and then come back. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, palms to earth, step back for plank. I'm going to lower down with a straight body this time and move directly into upward facing dog. So in our upward facing dog, unlike cobra, we lift the hips away from the mat. It really enables us to energize and open the chest. The glutes need to be firm and we're on the tops of the feet. So to come down with a straight body, bring the weight forward, hug elbows in, chaturanga. And then lift to that upward dog, shoulders over wrists, chest open. Long neck. This is your upward facing dog. Come back down and then lift, downward facing dog. So that transition you can take with bent knees as before, coming through cobra pose. Your choice. Hop or walk, feet to hands. Come halfway. Fold back down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, the hands to the heart. Lovely. Okay, classical sun salutation now. Arms down by the side of the body. Soften the gaze, soften the belly, connect to your breathing. Reach the arms up in front. Palms facing each other, arms parallel. And as you exhale, keep that little bend in the knees here. We're going to reach forward. So the navel draws in. We reach forward with the arms. We're going to hover halfway. So creating like an L shape with the body here. So really working into my core now and strength in the shoulders as well. The feet firmly planted. Breathing deeply. And then I'll continue on my way down into my forward fold. I'm going to step back here into a low lunge. So if the hamstrings are tight, bring the knee down straight away. If you have a little more flexibility here, you can open the chest and come to this low lunge first of all, before you take the knee down. And then uncurl the toes so you're on the tops of the feet. As you inhale, lift the chest away from the front of the thigh. Reach the arms up. Soften the skin of the forehead here. And exhale. Palms or fingertips back down. On our next inhalation, left fingertips to left shoulder. Watch that knee doesn't roll out. Reach up. A lunge twist. For more here, tuck the toes, lift the back knee. Reach back through the heel, move the torso round, belly away from the front thigh. You can also relax the head looking down at that front foot. Not as strong or as straining in the neck. Frame the front foot again. Hop the back foot in just a little. So I'm on my fingertips here at the front. I'm just going to hop that back foot in a little and then I'm going to start to straighten that front leg. As I inhale, I'm going to reach the chest forward. And as I exhale, I'm going to draw the chest towards the front thigh. You can also be on blocks here if you need a little more elevation. So inhaling, I'm really breathing into the back now. And exhale, unfolding. Take one more, inhaling. Exhaling, unfolding. Bend the front knee, plant the palms, step back for plank position. So once again, coming down with bent knees through cobra or chaturanga upward facing dog. I will take the latter. Bringing the weight forward, hugging elbows in. Inhaling, lifting to upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Shoulders clicked. Three-legged dog. So I'm going to keep my hips square and I'm going to lift the right leg up. Still open through the shoulder line here. Then I'm going to rise onto the ball of the left foot. Start to bend the right foot. Hug knee to chest. Move my weight forward until shoulders come over wrists. Then I'm going to really lift up. Press the mat away, strong through the shoulders, chin down to chest, knee hugging in. Lift now as lightly as you can to place the front foot through. If it doesn't go all the way, if it's here, hand to ankle, help it through. Once again, if you have the flexibility here, come into this lunge first of all. If it's too much, take the knee down right away. Then we'll all uncurl the toes, lift the chest, reach up. Exhale, frame the front foot, tuck the toes under at the back, forward fold, hamstrings a lot warmer now. And then inhale, reach up. Optional back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Let's do that on the other side. I'm just going to change direction. So arms down by the side of the body for our classical sun salutation. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to fold. Let's hover again in that L-shaped position. So you can see my weight is slightly back to the heels. My navel draws in. I have a little buoyancy in the knees. I'm reaching forward, strong line through the shoulders and the arms. Ocean breath, Ujjayi breathing. Continue on your journey into your forward fold. And then step that left foot back. Low lunge. Knee down, toes released. Lift belly away from thigh. Inhale, reach up. Exhale. Frame the front foot. Inhale. Right fingertips to right shoulder. Move, twisting from the waist here, opening out that right arm. Staying here or for more, planting the left palm, lifting the back knee, moving the torso round. Exhale, frame the front foot once again. Hop that back leg in just a little, still on the ball of the foot, and then start to straighten the right leg. As you inhale, reach the chest forward. As you exhale, keeping the long spine, fold over that front thigh. Inhale, breathe into the back body. Exhale, folding back down. Inhale. And exhale, bend the front knee, step back to plank. I'm going to take the lower variation this time. So I'm going to take my knees down, hug elbows in, lower to the tummy with control. Stretch out the legs, inhale, cobra. Also, you can take that up dog variation here. Exhale, forehead to mat. I'm going to come through bent knees. If you're feeling fatigued, it's better to take the slightly less challenging option. Straightening out the body, stretching into down dog. Lifting into three-legged dog. Hugging in and bending that left knee. Bring the shoulders over the wrists. Hug knee to chest. Lift up into the shoulder blades here. Lightly stepping the front foot through, helping it if you need to. Back knee down, toes released. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, frame the front foot, tuck toes under, fold forward. Inhale, reach up. Firm the glutes for that back bend. And exhale, hands to heart. Lovely. We'll come to a high lunge now. So, about hip width apart at the top of the mat this time. We're going to step back. So you want a really good step back, keeping the feet hip width apart, and you're on the ball of the right foot. Square the hips, lengthen the lower back. If you need to, just soften the back knee here so that you're not really leaning forward. And then reach those arms up as you sink a little deeper. High lunge or crescent lunge as it's known. You're bringing that left hip crease back here. Reaching and extending through the fingers, breathing deeply. From here, we're going to transition our weight forward, bring the arms down, and then lift the right knee into the chest, and then hug that knee into the chest here. So really hugging it in, firm in the standing leg, back of the neck long, so our spine is neutral here. And then see if we can let go and stay lifted, using the strength in that psoas muscle. Deep breaths into the ribs, freeing the breath. We're going to transition into our warrior 3 balance. So start to move the torso forward, keep the spine long. Knee comes down, and then you're going to straighten out that right leg. So we're bringing the chest now around parallel to the floor. Level the hips once again, toes down to the floor. Reaching back, taking airplane arms here, drawing the navel in. And then see if we can lift back through and claim that knee to chest once again. And release down. We'll do that on the other side. Hip width apart at the top of the mat. Stepping back left foot. You're on the ball of the left foot. Hips are square. Have a little buoyancy in that back knee. Inhale, sink a little deeper, reach the arms up. From here, take the body weight forward slightly a little. You're going to bring the arms down and then lift that other knee up this time into the chest, interlacing fingers over the shin. Firming the standing leg, pelvis neutral, spine neutral. Seeing now if you can release your grip and stay lifted. So really strong in that standing leg and glute there, navel to spine. We're going to tip into our warrior 3. So with control, move the body line forward. The knee comes down, shifting the weight. Extending that left leg, leveling the hips, toes down to the floor, the foot is flexed. Reach back for those airplane arms. Open the chest. And with control, guide the leg down and reach it up. And release back down. Lovely. We're going to come back to a high lunge. So stepping the right foot back once again. And then we're going to straighten that left leg. I'm going to pivot round. So warrior 2 position. I have my right foot parallel to the top of the mat. And I'm going to take a good 90-degree or so bend in that left knee. So you can see here that my ankle is under my knee. I don't want my ankle, my heel to be all the way here and my knee hanging over. And then if you find the body leaning, just bring it back. So hips, heart, head, are in a straight line. Reach and extend through the arms. Once again, open the chest. We can gaze over that front arm. This is your warrior two position. Feeling strong, resilient, grounded. We're going to lightly draw with the palm up, the forearm down to the front thigh. And then we're going to reach the right arm up. So you can stay here, or maybe sink a little lower and reach that arm over. And with the ribs rolling round, look under that armpit there. If it's too much on the neck again, just gaze down at that front foot. Come back through your warrior. And then glide the back hand down the back leg and reach the other palm overhead. So I'm stretching into the ribs now and bending back a little. Inhale, flow through your warrior. Forearm to front thigh, light touch, reach up and over for your side angle pose. Come through warrior, glide back, sun warrior. And then from here we can reach round with that back arm, open the shoulder. And maybe if your arms are long, wriggle through and just touch that front thigh there. And straighten the front leg. Let's bring the feet parallel. Keeping the stance wide here. Arms interlaced at the back of the neck. As you inhale, lift and open the chest. As you exhale, soften the knees, curl down through the spine, bringing the elbows towards each other. And then as the head dangles and gravity takes its course, come to those ragdoll arms. So folded arms. And take a nice easy sway now. Loosening ankles, knees, hip joints. So let the head be heavy. Swaying like seaweed in the waves. Come back to steadiness. Interlace the fingers, elbows draw in. Press down into the feet with the knees a little bit bent. And then as you inhale, lift up, firm the glutes, open out wide. Lovely. Okay, so high lunge. Pivot round. And then we're going to open up warrior two. So straighten the front leg. Left foot parallel to the top of the mat, right toes out the opposite direction. Hips, heart, head in one line, lifted, open, strong. Warrior two position. So really spread the toes, ground through the feet. You can also squeeze the inner thighs for a little more activation here. Ocean breath. Guide the forearm with the palm up down to the front thigh. Inhale, reach the arm up. Or sink a little deeper and reach all the way over. Keep those ribs round. Come up, warrior two. Keep the bend in the leg if you can. Guide back hand down, back leg. Reach the other palm overhead. Sun warrior. Inhale, come through warrior two. Keep the bend in the leg for that extra challenge. Side angle pose. Keep the bend if you can. Warrior two. Glide back hand down, back leg. Looking into that palm overhead. And this time maybe reaching round to the lower back or all the way through to tickle that thigh there. Warrior two position. Straighten the front leg. Ooh, feeling that in the thighs. Keep a wide stance. Toes around 45 degrees this time. Hands to heart center. Breathing in, lengthening. And as you exhale, taking this goddess squat. So keeping the spine neutral. Press the palms away, arms out as you inhale. And as you exhale, you're going to lightly take the forearm down to the thigh and reach the other arm over. If that feels a bit weird, you can also curl it under. Inhale, press through center, keep the bend in the squat. Exhale, forearm down or curled under, reaching over. Let's take two more. Oh, inhale through center. Exhale, bending, feeling those ribs opening as you inhale. Exhale, bending. Through center and lift up. Lovely. Take a little shake out here, just easing through the joints. That's a strong pose, that goddess pose. And then we'll take a little forward fold now. So feet hip width apart, hands to hips, breathing in. As you exhale, soft knees folding forward. Palms down. We're going to cross one ankle over. Bend the knees a little more and just sway into the hips. Unravel, cross the other ankle over and bend and sway here. And from here, take a seat. Coming into Dandasana staff pose. So you can have the hands either side of the hips, lift and shuffle the bottom back a little here. Grounded through the sit bones, lengthened in the spine, relaxed in the shoulders, lifted from the crown. Navel draws in, breathe in. As you exhale, see if you can lift and hover that right heel. That's quite strong. And then your guiding heel in towards the groin. Or for more, you're crossing ankle over thigh. Wrap the left elbow around the front leg there, the bent leg. Reach back with the back hand, fingertips facing back. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Active foot on that left leg. As you exhale, slowly twist round. Inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale to twist. And release. Staff pose once again. Draw navel to spine, lift the left leg. Guide the heel to the groin as you bend the knee. Or you're crossing ankle over thigh. Wrapping elbow around the front leg, reaching back with the back hand, fingertips facing back. Inhale to lift up. Exhale to twist. Use your inhales to lift you. Your exhales to soften and release. Straighten out the legs. Take the bottom towards the heels. Light touch at the back of the thighs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, soften shoulders, chin to chest. Roll down onto your back. We're going to prepare for a bridge pose. So you want the feet and the knees around hip width apart, but do have them in a position that feels comfortable in your pelvis. So I like to, for me, I have to turn my feet out a little bit. And I probably have my knees slightly wider than hip width apart here. That feels good in my body. My back of the head is directly on the mat. Arms soft down by the sides of the body. Breathing in. As you exhale, take the back into the mat. Lift the tailbone up and then lift the hips. Coming onto the upper back here. So avoid coming all the way onto the shoulders. You can be really soft. You can even flip the palms up here so that you encourage that softness, easiness through the upper body. And as you inhale, see if you can reach chest to chin. As you exhale, see if you can tuck the tailbone under, lengthen the front of the body, including the front of the thighs, press down into the feet. Breathe really deeply. And then come onto the balls of the feet and curl down through the spine. And just let everything return to its neutral position. So we're going to take 2 more bridge poses now. You can do the same again, or I'll talk you through the one-legged bridge. So the one-legged bridge, I'm going to take the left sole of the foot in towards the midline a little, still able to graze the back of the heel with my fingertips. Breathing in. On my exhalation, I'm taking the back into the mat. I'm lifting the hips and I'm lifting that left leg. So trying to square the pelvis, level the pelvis, lifting the hips up, and I'm going to bring the shin parallel to the ceiling, or you can also reach and extend that leg, lift and level the pelvis. And now as I press into the sole of the left foot, I'm going to pulse. Keeping my hips lifted, I'm going to return the sole of the foot down. I'm going to rise onto the balls of the feet and roll down slowly through the spine. Coming back to neutral, breathing in. So deep breaths here. We'll do our one-legged bridge on the other side now. So right foot in a little bit towards the midline. Neutral pelvis, neutral spine, breathing in. Exhaling back into the mat, lifting tailbone up, lifting hips, lifting shin parallel. I'm on the upper back here, supported. Pressing firmly into the sole of the right foot, maybe stretching that leg as well. And then I'm going to pulse. And I'm on the back of the head here. I'm trying to keep that softness in the face, softness in the arms, but really stable and strong in the standing leg, the glute. And then I'm going to come back to the two-legged bridge. I'm going to roll onto the balls of the feet, and then I'm going to roll down through the spine. And from here, I'm going to hug knees to chest. I'm going to open the knees out to the side, taking the soles of the feet together and bringing the hands to the belly. Readjusting to tuck the chin lightly. Breathing deeply. And you can stay here for your relaxation. We'll come to constructive rest position. Or Shavasana. Stretch out the legs, relax the feet and ankles, draw shoulder blades back and down. And stay here. Just finding stillness for a few moments. Time to be acknowledging any wanderings of the mind, but coming back to the breath. As long as you need here. When you're ready to come up, start with the hands and feet. And extend the movement. If it feels good, reach the arms overhead. And then bring the arms down. Guide the knees softly into the chest. And just ease out the lower back. Reach an arm overhead, roll onto your side. Just take a moment to pause here. Extend that top leg, breathe in. Guide yourself up to sitting. Stay soft, eyes soft. Hands to heart center. Reconnecting with your breathing. And blink the eyes open. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Thank you for sharing this yoga practice with me. The light in me honours the light in you. Namaste.